What is going on YouTube? Saint Gradelock here. I'm your host Enrico, and I'm back. Woo! Sorry for the long delay of making videos. I've just been really busy with work. I work two jobs, unfortunately. I hate it. Don't work two jobs. Go to school. I'm vending, obviously buying and selling, going to many locals as I can, buy, sell, blah blah blah. As you guys already know, I'm one of the team members of Team Gradelock. I'm affiliated with Toywiz, as you guys already know. Nanuet. If you guys want to go to my locals is in Toywiz on Sundays at 1 p.m. And my other locals are at Game on Friday from 6 p.m. to 10, and Saturday from 2 to 6 for Vanguard and Buddy Fight. So, sorry for the delay. It's been really busy. Please, a huge applause for Alphonsus for all the epic videos that he's been doing. Please, if you guys can, comment and especially like his videos. He really appreciates every single time when anyone likes his videos. So if you can, please, just like his videos. He really appreciates it, and in all honesty, he does deserve the credit because he's been doing a lot of work than I have. So, let's see what else. We've just been really busy, and mainly me, and I'm just doing a deck profile now because I haven't seen you guys. And let me just say this one more time. I miss you, all my wonderful fuck faces in the world. I love you guys. Yes. Yes, it's been a very, very long time, and I'm very happy to do the deck profile. As you guys can see, it's Kagros. It's definitely a new meta at the moment. It's the meta next to Gold Paladins, Genesis. One of the best Legion restanding Vanguards I've seen. Definitely better than Abyss and Thinksaver. Now I know why Kai went back to Kagros, which is pretty broken. And it's my deck profile. As you guys can see, I have this all Legion, a little bit Legion rared out because I like sparkles. I love men who are glitter. I love men who glitter. But yeah, pretty much it. So let me start off with the deck profile so you guys can see. Starter, it's Petal, Flame, Drago Kid. His effect is whenever you Legion, when the turn that you Legion, you could put him in the soul. Then he gives the Vanguard an auto ability. Basically, the auto ability kicks in. It's no counterblast. All you gotta do is put in the soul, and your Vanguard gets the auto ability. So whenever it hits a unit, you can retire the unit. You can retire another unit behind it. So say for instance, if you're playing Dragonic Overlord and you Legioned, which is right there, Kadoosh, and he hits a rear guard. Obviously, as for an example, I'm gonna do this. Okay. I don't know if you guys can see it now, but I'm trying. Okay, so Overlord attacks my opponent's rear guard. He dies. Now the auto ability kicks in, which retires the rear guard behind that rear guard. Then he dies. So it's a 1-for-1 right there. It's not plus, but it's a 1-for-1 retirement there. And it's free since for the fact that you don't have to counterblast. All you gotta do is just soul charge the starter. Then you activate the ends. I'm sorry, not the end. Overlord. I'm just calling him Great. Then you activate the Great's effect, which is to restand, which is to discard one card. Discard two cards, then counterblast one. He restands, and then you can attack the Vanguard. Attack the Vanguard. Most likely they'll take it, and when it hits, you retire the unit behind the Vanguard. So you're retiring two cards that turn. Well, actually, I'm sorry. You're retiring three cards, but two cards with the plus effect from the starting Vanguard. So from that, the starting Vanguard is actually a +1 possibly, but in all honesty, it's a 1-for-1 if you don't get the effect off in the correct way. So with that, I mean, it's pretty broken. It's awesome. I like it, but most people are actually playing the other starter, the Grade 3 Searcher, which helps out a lot. It builds up soul, but it's a kind of +1. So if I don't get this effect off, he's not that bad as a booster, but his effect is pretty broken when you get it completely off. But smart opponents, they should retire this, or they try to stop it as much as possible. So I'm testing him out, and I like him pretty much. I like him more than the Grade 3 Searcher, which is just my opinion, so it's not bad. Triggers, 40 heal triggers. I mean, there's not much to say about it. I'm not going to play aggro. I'm going to play smart, so 40 heal triggers, obviously. I was actually playing 8 crits at one point, but then I changed it when my friend Adwinter convinced me, like, oh, if you're playing the Vortex Dragon Newt, which is a persona discarding, you need the hand because you're discarding one card. So he told me to just play 5 draw triggers, which I usually do play in most of my decks with retirement. But this one I figured I didn't need it since I have the Great, but unfortunately I do if I'm riding Vortex Dragonoot. Just for the fact that Dragonoot isn't a I mean, if I ride Dragonoot instead of the end, I mean instead of the Great first turn, third turn, then I have to use Dragonoot's ability unless I want to ride the Great over Dragonoot. But if I do activate Dragonoot, I'm discarding one card from my hand to activate his effect completely, which is kind of like, I mean, the effect is plus, but discarding one card is a heavy cost. So he convinced me to play 5 draw triggers, and it's helping out a lot. It's replenishing my hand, and also it's increasing the chances of me drawing a copy of Dragonoot or a copy of the Grade 2 that Legions with, so I can activate the ability. So it's pretty broken. 7 crit. This is pretty good. And just the fact that since we're in Legion format, it doesn't really matter how many triggers we play. Just the fact that you're going to Legion those triggers back to the deck anyways. You have the power to Legion back any cards, which is crits or triggers, draw triggers or heals. So, no, honestly, it doesn't really matter at one point. But, I don't know. I could be wrong. You guys could argue against me if you want. But, I mean, I could be wrong. It's up to you guys. And you guys know I'm playing 5 draw triggers. At one point, I was playing 4 of the Seal Dragon draw trigger. But then I noticed that Gathering Clouds is so much better. Against Shadow Paladins mirror matches, against Shadow Paladins, retiring the Judge Ball is pretty a broken play. It's the best play I could do. And it's a Counterblast 1 and it goes into Soul. So it's building up Soul and Counterblasting 1, which is not that bad because I don't Counterblast that much with the deck anyways, unless I'm playing Vortex Dragonoot. It built up Soul for my Damage and Flippers and Calamity Towers. So it's pretty broken. And then for the 5th draw trigger, I'm playing the Seal Dragon one, obviously, because you put in the Soul again, then you give +3 to any unit. So basically, I'm making columns and whatnot to destroy my opponent. So it's pretty good. So 4 Gathering Call Dragons, which is highly recommended to play as draw triggers, because it destroys your opponent's starting Vanguard, any grade 0s, any draw trigger that they used to boost with. So it's really good. Grade 1s, playing the Seal Dragon grade 1s, you ditch and draw if your opponent has a grade 2 rearguard. Basically, I prefer him over Gojo, just the fact that Gojo is only good to activate first turn if I'm riding him to activate. For this guy, I can activate him any turn after first turn, which is okay with me, because I can just ditch and draw. So I could try to increase the chances of me drawing into Dragonoot or the grade 2 for Dragonoot, Vortex, whatever. So I prefer to have him over Gojo. It's just my opinion. I like him. And just for the fact that the deck does not need no special counterblasts, so it's pretty good. So this is grade 1 that I'm keeping. Then I got 2 Calamity Towers, Soul Blast 2, draw 1. It's a +1 card, basically. And you're Soul Blasting 2 cards, which builds up the grave so you can Legion back anyways. And when I'm Soul Blasting, sometimes I will Soul Blast my draw triggers, and I can just send back the draw trigger back to my deck. So it works out pretty good. It's a pretty good combo right there. So it's not that bad. My next tech card is 2 Canars. Counterblast 1. It's a 1-for-1 card. Put it in the Soul and then retire a grade 1 on your opponent's side of the field. Basically, if I'm playing against Gold Paladins, I can retire their Brunos, so I can snipe other Brunos, which is which is the best play I could do against the Gold Paladins, because Brunos are the Gold Paladins need Brunos, absolutely. But thankfully, since I'm playing this card, I can retire it no matter what, and I'll be happy with that. And it builds up Soul, so I could just put it in the Soul, retire a unit, Counterblast 1. The Counterblast, like I said, is not a biggie, because I have Damage and Flippers. But it's pretty good. It builds up Soul, and I can just Soul Blast easily. So 4 Sentinels, I'm playing 3 Perfect Guards and 1 Quinton Wall, just the fact that I think Quinton Walls, the Perfect Guards, it's just Perfect Guards. There's not much to say about it. But the Quinton Wall, it builds up Grave, and I have enough Counterblast to use the Quinton Wall. So it's well worth it in this deck, because, like I said, if I'm not riding Vortex Dragonoot, I have the Counterblast activated. So it's pretty good. And you guys already know the last grade 1 I'm playing is the Damage and Flippers, which is retarded. He should honestly be a rare, not a common. Basically, whenever only in the main phase this activates. When I retire a unit in the same column as this unit, I could Soul Blast 1 and then unflip 1. So first off, Soul Blasting is pretty good, just the fact that you could refuel your graveyard to Legion back. And second, he's a Damage and Flipper. And he's a 7k booster, which isn't bad, because 7ks are better than 6ks. So it's really brokenly retarded. You could definitely combo this card off with Dragonew, the Grade 2 for Pain Laser, Gatling Call Dragon, and Canars. So it's a pretty much a combo deck. You just gotta work it out pretty well. Grade 2 is obviously I'm playing the Great Menace Laser Dragon. Like I said, you could combo him off with the Grade 1, that Soul Blast and damage, unflip damage. His effect is when you call him to a column and then counterblast 1, retire any unit in the same column as him that he's in. So it's basically a Missouri Dragon, but instead you're counterblasting 1, and it has to be in the same column as him. There's not much to say about that. Obviously playing 4 Needle Flames, and 3 of them are legioned out. Another 4th one, sadly. I'm trying, but it's not an easy job. His effect is whenever you call him to the rear, he gets an auto ability. Well, and the auto ability does not kick in until you retire a unit in the same column as him, or the unit is sent to the grave, which I'm pretty sure that's how it works. Is it, yes, I'm sorry. His effect kicks in whenever a unit in the same column as him is put in the grave. So you can either attack it or you can retire it. Basically, whenever he hits, if he hits a rear guard, that's a pretty plus play, just for the fact that they don't want that to happen, because that's when the effect kicks in. So when the effect kicks in, they're pressured to block it, yada yada yada, and if they don't block it, then you technically just retire a unit for 1 counterblast, which is good enough. But most of the time they're gonna want to block it, and which is also good in your favor because you're putting pressure onto them. So it works both ways. I mean, I don't know. All right, example. Let me do an example. It's so much better if I do an example. Okay. Okay, so this little guy attacks him the turn that his effect is active. So attacks, he dies, then his ability kicks in, counterblast 1, and then he dies. So basically, if he hits, or if you retire any other way, his effect kicks in and destroys columns. So it's pretty good. It's definitely a plus. It's not a plus. Oh, I'm sorry. It is a +1. It's a Berserk Dragon, for God's sake. So it is a +1. It's well worth it, and I mean, if you get it off, you get it off. It's pretty broken from there. And then the last Grade 2s, I'm playing for the Legions for Dragonew Whirlwind Dragon. It's really good. It's 12k attacker. Actually, there's not that much to say about it. It's 12k attacker. What am I saying? It's just a 12k attacker. If you have any Legion ranks for these, please hit me up, and we'll talk about trading or value or whatnot. So it's a 12k attacker. Not much to be said about it. Playing 4 Dragonewts. He's broken. He's definitely a plus, but unfortunately, I don't like the fact that you have to discard it. You have to Persona Blast 1 card from the hand. Either Persona Blast the Grade 3 or the Grade 2, but I don't think it's worth it. I mean, I hate that. I really hate it with a passion. Because you're ditching a card from your hand, and you have to conserve a card to your hand at all times to activate this effect. So, I mean, preferably you would want to ride him as your first Grade 3 Vanguard. I don't, because I'd rather just restand my Vanguard, but if you do, it's whatever. He retires 2 units, only 2 Grade 2s or less, not Grade 3s, unfortunately. And then he burns 1 damage to your opponent, and that damage, if it's a trigger, the trigger effect does not count that turn. So it's really broken. I love it. Amazing artwork, by the way. And he gets +3 for every card that's retired that turn. So it's good. It's broken. It's definitely a plus card if you get it off. But unfortunately, to get the effect off, you have to build up to get the effect off because you need to Persona Blast. And with how the format is right now, everything's going pretty fast. Legion format, it's ridiculously fast. But he's a good card. I'm not trying to talk bad about him. He's a good card. So definitely a good Grade 3 in the deck for Kagros. Definitely better than the Pain Laser. Because the Pain Laser, you have to retire the same cards in the same column, and he can retire any 2 Grade 2s or Grade 1s. So it's good. It's fine with me. Then obviously playing for the Greats. You guys know his effect. He attacks a rear guard when he legions. Attacks a rear guard. It doesn't have to hit. After finish attacking, discard 2 cards, counterblast 1 card, and he restands. Second ability, when he hits any unit, it doesn't have to be Vanguard. I can retire any of my rear guards with the same name as the Vanguard or the Legion, Grade 2. I can retire it to retire a unit from my opponent's side of the field. So technically, I could clear my opponent's board, which is retardedly good. But it just depends on the scenario, and just for the fact that he's a really broken Restanding Vanguard, just for the fact that he actually goes +1, because you're only ditching 2 cards and you're counterblasting only 1. That's broken. I'm sorry. This is really retarded. It's definitely better than Abyss and Think Saber, and it's definitely easy to activate. So in the mirror matches, which I played a lot, which I hate a lot too, they take forever because all you're gonna do is Overlord, Overlord, don't play rear guards, Overlord, don't play rear guards. It's the same thing over and over again. But I'm trying. I mean, lately I've been losing the mirror matches, which I gotta fix up or play better. I don't know. I'm gonna try my best to fix it up, but it's just how it is right now. So the deck consists of 8 grade 3s. I'm playing 11 grade 2s, 14 grade 1s, 4 heal triggers, 7 crit, and 5 draw triggers, and obviously the 1 starting Vanguard. The deck is pretty broken. I love it. I love playing it. It's pretty fun, and it's gonna be the meta for a while until G series comes out. But that's how it's gonna be from now on. Like I said, if you like this video, please comment down below your thoughts. If you don't like any of the cards, please comment down below, and we can have a discussion. If you like the video, please give it a like. And if you're not a subscriber yet, please subscribe, because we're definitely gonna have a lot more videos coming your way. I'm gonna try my best to do more videos. I'm just really busy. I'm gonna try to do a trade binder video for you guys pretty soon. And I love you. Do not forget me. And please use safety. Safety comes first. When a girl says I love you, use safety. Don't fall for it. Alright guys, I love you too. Bye bye.